Hi, family and friends of the Aldersgate Church. It's good to be here with you once again, this time in the Memorial Gardens of the Aldersgate Church. Right here in the hub of the building, we have these beautiful irises of yellow and white and purple, and I'm not sure, maybe there's some other colors in there. You know, it's so wonderful to get out and see God's creation and know that there's actually life outside of isolation. You know, we get cramped up in our homes sometimes a little bit too much and too long, and we forget that there's a world out there, and sometimes we can even forget there's a church. And hopefully you're not forgetting us, because I know that I'm not forgetting you, and your church family's not forgetting you, and that's why we're here with you here on this broadcast. I just want to share with you, there's lots of praises. Of course, the beauty of God's creation is on the top of the list, but things happening here at Aldersgate. And you're going to hear about it in our newsletter that's coming to your house, well, probably within the next week. In here, you're going to see a lot of neat things that are going on. We certainly celebrate our graduates. I think we have 11 graduating from high school. I'm not sure of any from college, but anyways, a lot, yes, one or two from college. It's so exciting to see these kids graduate. Even without their ceremony at the school, we can congratulate them. So when you get your newsletter and you see these names, you might want to give them a call and give them a Aldersgate congratulations to make this year special for them. But also in this newsletter, you're going to find out that our trustees has been really busy. We have the money, and it's already been approved to put a whole new roof on the fellowship hall and the sanctuary, and whatever other roof that's around here that needs shingled is all going to be done probably by mid-July. And that's exciting. Some of these roofs haven't been put on, replaced since 30 years. Also, to add to that, we're doing renovation inside the fellowship hall, which has already been approved and paid for, and some of the things are already on order. So we can thank our trustees and the subcommittees, all the people who have been involved in this. It's been exciting. And if you want to come in and look at the colors that we're picking and selected and things, you're certainly welcome to do so. Also, the praises, you know, we get to see some of you coming in and out, and we welcome that. Of course, we're trying to respect the 6-foot distance and trying to respect each other in other ways as well. But it is good to see you once in a while stopping in. You may want to know that our offerings, our givings to God, has continued to remain stable and secure. We want to thank you for tithing and being so committed to giving to God. It allows us to continue to do ministry and go beyond. By the way, did I say beyond? Oh, man. Just yesterday, I was at a meeting, and Jared Hippenstill was telling me the number increase of page viewers that Aldersgate is having on their website. It's an increase, listen carefully, 250% increase of people who are going on site here at Aldersgate, many of them in our worship experiences, Wednesday in the Words, and other clips, music clips and things like that we are posting. So we're growing, maybe not in the building currently, that will come, but we are growing. And I just want to thank everybody who's been so patient, so understanding through this pandemic situation. Other praises, we're just grateful to see we have a leadership team here. And yesterday they decided, hey, you know what? We got to get back in this building, right? And there's a lot of different ideas out there. But we want to be biblical, we want to be practical, and we want to be safe. And you know, that's not easy right now. If you think that's easy, you should look at the news or read about this, because it's not. But we are going to be prudent, and we have 8 members of our church and also working with the doctors of our congregation and getting back into the facility here eventually and gradually. I want to share a story with you. Maybe you might be able to relate. I know I can. When I was a young pastor, I remember this congregation I was serving. It was about 35, 40 people on that given Sunday. And the ladies, mostly ladies, I think there might have been a few men, they thought it was too cold, and they asked me to go turn the thermostat up. I'm the pastor, I can do that. So I went over to the wall, and I turned up the thermostat. Hey, the ladies and the guys, they were happy. But then about 15 minutes later, some of the younger families came in, and they said, Pastor Dale, it's so hot in here, so stinking, we can't even breathe. No problem. Hey, I can fix that. I'm a pleasing pastor. I please everybody, right? Of course. So guess what I did? I went over to the thermostat and I turned it down. I fixed the problem. Did I really? I did that for 3 weeks, and I realized I wasn't doing anybody a favor, and certainly not myself. And I asked God, I want everybody to be happy. I want to please everybody. Show me a way. And God sort of convinced me that there wasn't a way to please everybody, because that's not what I'm called to do. But I am called to seek God and to please Him and to do what is right in His eyes. And I asked God, what is that? What is the right thing to do? And God gave me some wisdom and mostly courage, because I think I needed that just as much. And He told me what to say to the congregation. So on the fourth Sunday, I got up front and I said, some of you like it hot, some of you like it cold. And I said, and I've been turning the thermostat up when you guys are saying it's too cold, and I've been turning it down when you're saying it's too hot in the same service. And I asked God, what can I do? I don't know how to fix this problem. And He told me to tell you this: set it in the middle and forget it. This pandemic situation, hey, we're not going to say, hey, everybody come in. Yeah, we're not going to worry about any of this disease. We got faith. We're not going to do that. That's not practical, that's not biblical, and that's not safe. But we're also not going to say, everybody stay away. 6 months, we don't want anybody here. We got to do what we got to do. Folks, let's be reasonable, not opinionated, not be caught up in the politics and the emotions of politics, because that's not what the church is about. We are seeking God's wisdom. So we have a survey that's going out to you here in the next couple days, either through the internet or by mail. If we see that you don't have the internet, we're going to send it to you directly. And we want you to just respond to us, what you're thinking, and just how God might be moving in your life and what your needs are, because we're really trying hard to fulfill these spiritual needs and emotional needs and even physical needs. If you have them, well, that's what we're here for. And also, we have a team of 8 people that have been nominated to process us to get back into the church. Now, I'm going to guarantee you, not everybody is going to be 100% satisfied with what we do. And let me ask you, is there anything that we do that's 100%? But what we need to do, it's not conformity, but we need to be unified. That means where we can have different perspectives, but we know that we want to worship God, and we want to eventually get back into being the family of God in the assembly of other people inside the building as we continue to worship God outside the building. It's not going to be easy. Just pray that God gives you wisdom, and God gives me wisdom. God gives our team of men and women some wisdom. And you know what? We're going to do the right thing. We're going to be prudent, we're going to be safe, we're going to be practical and biblical. That's so important. And I want to finish off by saying this. I'm sitting here in this garden, and when I'm sitting here, I'm not even thinking about the pandemic. I'm thinking about life. I'm thinking about growth. I'm thinking about God's creation. I'm thinking about God's promises. I'm thinking about where God says, be anxious for nothing, but in prayer and supplications, let your requests be known to God. And the peace, P-E-A-C-E, of God will be with you. So I'm trying really hard to be that pastor of peace, which isn't too hard, because all I have to do is surrender my life to God and say, God, not my will, but thy will. And may your spirit be upon me. And may I be a person who responds to you, God, and not to the world and to circumstances. So may God's peace be with you, and may you enjoy these beautiful irises. And maybe you have a few flowers of your own at home. Maybe you even want to take some pictures of them and send them into my office or to the staff. We like flowers too. And just know that your church family loves you. And we're getting back into the church. So obviously it's not going to happen these next 2 weeks. But stay tuned. And every 2 weeks we're going to keep you informed as to what the next step may be. We're in the yellow stage right now, which means we can have some small gatherings. So we're trying to figure out what that means. And if you have any questions, just call the church office. We'd be happy to talk with you. Take care, and know that we love you, God loves you, and your church family loves you. God bless. Take care.